Today you go skiing in a small ski resort in the Czech Republic called Jested. The setting couldn't be better: blue skies, bright sun, and a picture-perfect winter backdrop. You're up on the mountain and ready for your first ski run. You just can't believe it. This place is so beautiful, you can hardly describe it. The trees are deeply covered in snow, the sun shines through them, and you're on this narrow slope that winds its way through the forest, enjoying the ski run and making turns every now and then so as not to go too fast. Simply a dream. You can't stop being amazed. Skiing is great fun anyway, but you didn't expect it to be so magically beautiful. There are a few other skiers in front of you who are also doing sports in the middle of this fantastic landscape and are certainly just as amazed as you are. It just gets more and more beautiful. The piste leads through the middle of the winter forest. One snow-covered tree after another passes you by. You glide smoothly down the slope and slow yourself down with gentle turns so as not to go too fast. What a ride! A 10 out of 10 from the start. You whiz past some people taking a short break. You're not ready for a break yet. Even though it's downhill, you can underestimate that it's still a serious sport. And yet you're in good shape and keep going down the slope. You've whizzed all the way through the winter forest, now the trees are thinning out, the piste is getting wider, and you have a good view of the surrounding area. Slowly the slope is getting steeper, and it requires more power to slow you down. You're doing great. What fun and what a view. You've arrived in the middle of a wide slope. There are already more people on the way. You slow down with turns, but are still fast and overtake some people. You pass a ski school and at the same time enjoy the view. Snow-covered hills in the distance, and you can also see the end of the slope. So onto the lift, then up the mountain, and you're already curious which slope you will discover next. Again, you're simply amazed. You're now on the other side of the mountain, but here too everything looks simply fantastic. Again, the slope begins narrowly through the forest, past the snow-covered trees, and at this side you totally forget that you're actually doing sport, and that it's exhausting. Without a break, you continue. You've just been the only one on the piste, and suddenly skiers appear from all sides. You overtake a large group of ski students and elegantly make your turns down the piste, which gets wider, and you enjoy every turn, every second in the middle of this winter wonderland. Time flies, and you also feel like you're flying. You've already completed half of the slope and are now on the main one, which is wider but also a little steeper. No problem for you, you continue downhill. There's a lot going on here, more skiers, more ski students, and everyone is doing their best, practicing to get better and better. Because the better you get, the fitter you are, the more you can enjoy the sport itself, but also the whole scenery. You can't believe it, you've reached the bottom again. You're still feeling very good, and you want to go up the mountain once more. Once more from the top of the slope down, and then you stop at the side of the slope where you've just passed, but didn't stop, and from where you'll see the landmark of the ski area. So let's go for the last run. Once again you go down the slope. You start at the top. From here you have a great view into the distance. From about 1000 meters you can see down to the town Liberec at the foot of the ski area. The view is amazing, you think, while skiing down the slope. Whew! Skiing down the whole piste without break is quite exhausting, but now you're almost at the point where you can see the ski area's landmark. You can still manage a few more turns to get there. You bundle up the last of your strength and continue down the mountain. By now you're already quite far down the mountain. The trees are not as wide anymore as further up, the snow is a little softer, small bumps have formed on the slope and you're almost at your destination. From the fence on the left side of the slope you will see the tower on top of the mountain. This special building style makes it an eye-catcher. Nearly there. You make some last turns and start to slow down to come to a stop right at the fence at the edge of the slope. Then you see the tower on the mountain. What a great day of skiing. You're exhausted and very happy. You made it. I'm impressed. That's moments we move for.